Hey guys, I'm back with a new makeup tutorial using mostly new ColourPop Cosmetics makeup that I recently received. So this is the High Maintenance Pressed Shadow Palette, and I love this palette. Oh my gosh, the shadows are so pigmented even though they are pressed shadows instead of their Super Shock. There's a difference. The Super Shock's kind of a wet formula. This is, again, a powder. So it's a lot, I mean, in a way it's easier to control, but at the same time it's powder, so yeah. But I love this stuff. This is one of the two darker colors. It's a matte color, so now I'm going in with the even darker color, more like a cranberry color. And I'm just going to put it in my crease and just kind of blend it out a little bit, just to define my eyes a bit. So I'll do that and then we'll move on. Alright, so now I'm using kind of a metallic, almost like a white color, kind of in the middle of my lid, and a little bit on the bottom near my lash line, because, I mean, this is actually the first time I've used this palette, so, yeah, I thought this color turned out really well, and I'm just blending it out a little bit so it's not unnatural looking, and now I'm going with the pink metallic, just over it a little bit, just to kind of even it out. Alright, and I'm going to blend that out just a little bit. And sorry if it can't really see, I was having some trouble, so now I'm using my liner, and I'm going to do a gradient liner, so I kind of stopped part of the way through. So yeah. Right now I'm using one of the ColourPop liners that I got. I've had this one since Christmas, but I ordered a replacement recently, and I haven't opened it yet because this is still the one from Christmas, so I'm just going to kind of put a little bit of that in the middle and move on. So now I'm using yet another ColourPop Cosmetics liner. I really love their makeup. I mean, they're constantly coming out with new stuff, and the quality of it, I think, is really good. So sorry if you can't see this. I'm just going to kind of put it on the inner corner, on the lash line, you know, where liner goes, obviously. And it's kind of a light lilac purple type color. So, I mean, I think it looked really good. Now I'm going to blend that in to the blue liner and the black liner and give it a gradient type look. Alright, so now I'm using my CoverGirl mascara. I finally managed to get some new mascara within the past couple weeks, and my other stuff was so old and it was so dried out that it was hard to use. But this is their full lash bloom or whatever exactly. I'll list it down in the description, but it works really well. So now I'm using Ulta lip gloss, red lip gloss, to conceal under my eyes because of dark circles. So I'm just going to blend that with my finger because I don't want to make my beauty blender red, because, I mean, it stains really easily. So now I'm using LA Girl's Pro Concealer in Lavender. So, I mean, it works really well, actually. I really like their concealers. They work a lot better than a lot of other brands. I do have to say, I've only used this one in the peach for for LA Girl. So I'm going to blend that out, and then we will move on. Alright, so now I'm using a new concealer I got. It's a duo. I'll list it down in there, but I'm just going to cover all my spots, whether it's bumps or just scars or just whatever, and I'm going to cover a little bit of the other concealer, and I'm going to blend that out. And I use the green for this particular step. And I do have to say with the LA Girl and then this particular brand, which I will list down in the description, their concealers work really well. So, right now I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Peach to cover under my eyes with the rest of it, and then a few other spots that need to be covered, and yeah, so we'll go ahead and do that, and then I'm just going to blend it out with my pink beauty blender, because I I didn't get a new one. I had the little ones. I ordered all of them at the same time. They're not actually Beauty Blender brand, but it works just as well, and it is wet, so always make sure to wet it because it helps blend out whatever you're using, whatever product you're using. So I'm just going to take this brush and just smooth out the products that are on my face because it like cakes up, so I think that helps to not make it so cakey. Right, now I'm using the other end of the Duo concealer that I have in a neutral tone right under my eyes to finish concealing the lavender and peach and green and red that I used before. And I make sure to put enough on there because, I mean, it does spread, but I want it to spread out a little bit too. And I think just putting a little more than just right under my eyes tends to help with that. So, but conceal a few other spots as well and start the contour with it. I'm going to blend this out. And then we'll move to the next step. Alright, so now I'm going to smooth that out. I like to make sure it's smooth before I do any powders over it, just because it cakes up more if I put powder on it without smoothing it. So now I'm using ColourPop Cosmetics bronzer, and it was their Super Shock Cheek formula that they have discontinued since I got this, which I was so upset because I was like, that's what I use, you know? So I'm going to put that on my face, and then, yeah, I'll put a little bit on my forehead as well to give it a little color. And so now I am using ColourPop Cosmetics blush, and I'll list everything down in the description that I used, what color, everything. So I'm going to put a little bit of that on my face, kind of almost blend it with the bronzer a little bit. Yeah. Alright, so now I'm using LA Girl Pro Setting Powder, and this stuff is messy and it smells a little bit, like not bad, but it just moves a lot. Like if you open it, it flares up. So you have to be careful, like if you're putting it under your eye, because I actually got it in my eye and it hurt. It burned a little bit, but yeah. So I'm just gonna put that just on my face to set some of that, and it works really well and it makes your face matte. I do have to say though, it will wash you out if you're not careful. Right, so while that's setting, I'm using my ColourPop Cosmetics brow pencil. This was a new item that I got. I actually like it pretty well. I mean, it works. I also got, in the same shade as this, I got the jar of the color, because I didn't know whether or not it had the color on the pencil, but it does with this one. So I'm just gonna put that on my brows, and hopefully it'll make them look a little thicker. Alright, so now I'm just going to wipe away some of that excess powder. This is like one of the oldest brushes I have, and it's still in high quality. I've had it for probably 3 or 4 years now. So yeah. Alright, so now I'm using ColourPop Cosmetics highlighter. This is one of their pearlized highlighters. I guess that's how you say it. And it was a new item that I got. So I'm just going to put that there. I really like this one because without putting too much on the brush, it gives you the effect that you want. And I did put a little bit on my nose and right around my mouth a little bit because I did it with my finger because it was a little bit easier than the brush. And that might just be me, but that's just how I like to do it. So yeah. Right, so now I'm using ColourPop Cosmetics Super Shock Shadow. And this is one of their limited items, one of their animal shadows, which are no longer available in Catnap. So, right, so now I'm using ColourPop Cosmetics Lippy Primer. And I have to say, it works really well. I didn't expect, I expected it to be more of like a chapstick texture, but it's really lightweight and you can't really feel it. So, unless you like you rub your lips together and all, trying to spread it around. I don't typically do that because it applies very easily and you don't need a lot at all. Alright, so now I'm using ColourPop Cosmetics Ultra Matte Lip, and I'll list the color down in the description. I actually ordered their weekly set, but I haven't gotten a chance to use them all yet, so I'm hoping soon that I will get to. I didn't use one of that set for this, though, so. Alright, and here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.